Greetings, sentient beings. This broadcast is not intended for children. There will be strong language and adult themes.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello, how's everybody doing today?
Dude, like, what if you could lick
Alright.
your elbow?
I wouldn't want to. I know where that elbow's been.
It was a busy morning. But good.
Well, and as you were saying that, Ethan is here licking the back of his knee.
Yeah. That was a trick, Dick.
I could lick the front. I don't think I could lick the back.
Yeah, I got Molly here, just chilling next to me.
Yeah. Oh. So yes, today is National Weed Day, or National Hemp Day, actually. And this is to distinguish. This is not for the smokable kind. This is for all the other things you can do with it, like making rope and cloth and so forth.
No, you're just gonna not be any fun, are you?
Yeah. Well, Slothgirl's son is here, and now he's going damn that it wasn't the smokable stuff. Now, okay, while the description said that this was supposed to be about the manufacturing purposes of it, I noticed that it also said that this holiday has existed only since 2019, and the group that proposed it was called CBDMD.
Yeah,
so
I
that
think
seems a little
they want
suspicious.
to do more to make work.
Well, just that the initials of that group seem a little suspicious that they weren't smoking any of it.
And definitely seems medicinal use and recreational too.
Yeah. Yeah, well, back then it definitely would have just been by prescription only in Minnesota.
Hello, demon orbs.
Hello.
Let's see, in the side chat we've got Demon Orb, and we have Molly. And why is Journey sitting over there instead of in here?
Work, maybe?
He's working.
Why would you want to do that? I tried that work thing years ago, and no, you don't want to waste your life on that.
But the billionaires want you to. That's how they make money.
Yeah, it's all an extortion racket. They convince you that you've got to work for most of your life. And if you don't, then they just, deny you food and housing. That's a horrible thing. Everybody should be entitled to an apartment, enough food, and at least one cat.
Or dog.
Or dog, okay, yes.
One cat is not enough to eat.
No, you don't eat them. You just cuddle them.
Okay, you do what you want and I'll do what I want. Hi, kids.
Hey, Jenny, how you doing?
Fine, I had to. Honest to God, I had to change my diaper. I'm sorry. Let me be the first to tell you that these disposable diapers aren't all that bad, really. I'm sure they wouldn't look very sexy under some tight jeans, but
you remember when the MAGA people were doing that real men wear diapers thing?
Yeah, just wanted to say that.
Because of Trump.
Yeah, that was the most
because they
pathetic.
completely mind fucked.
Yeah,
Well, I hear he shit himself again.
Yeah, isn't that great? I saw that too.
I saw that as a headline. I didn't get to read it yet.
Yes, President shits in pants, shits in pants.
Yeah.
Hi, Commander. What name did you have for Trump yesterday?
President von Schützenpants.
Oh yeah,
Donnie Dumpster.
I need that.
That's a
Well,
good one.
I will cut him a break as an apparent compatriot who has myself stuck in a bit of his quandary. It's not something I'm going to pick on him about anymore.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a pretty ugly thing to have to go through on a daily basis.
Well, I did also see that somebody posted or reposted that Trump had posted that the crowd to see Melania was huge,
Yeah.
and the picture was a protest rally in Minneapolis.
Yeah, though that was
You know, you
one thing.
couldn't.
Yeah, the one thing about that, the whole thing is, from what I understand, and Trump did it to himself, whereas it wasn't exactly your fault.
No, that's the difference. Decision I will draw is
Yeah.
that it's this.
You couldn't pay me to see it.
Yeah, one of the women I was living with, that her ex and the father of her children wore diapers when video gaming just so he didn't have to get up, and it's like, and you're wondering why she didn't want to live with you anymore. You know, he had the option. He was just too lazy to get up when he was in the middle of a game.
It depends on shit or piss. You know.
Both.
I'm sorry. I had to cut off. We had some discussions today with the doctors, and it just was not very fun.
Yeah.
They oh,
Hello.
hi.
I got pain meds for you. I got lots.
Ooh, pain meds.
You just announced that over the entire globe.
I like to yell. I got drugs.
This is, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, this is my nurse for the day. We will keep names out of it, and
Well, I hope this is the good stuff.
Well, just so she is aware, she is live on YouTube.
it is.
It's not fair to
I have
her.
on headphones, so she can't hear you. But I will tell you, her initials are the same as my favorite singer, who's 35 years old.
Yeah, it's just.
I was gonna say it's gonna rhyme with Rick.
Well, just make sure she knows she is being broadcast, because it would not be fair to have her say anything that she's not aware is going out across the world.
I just did.
Yeah.
This is our little radio show, as I like to call it, that we do on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And this.
I'm just as famous now. So
Yes, you are. You're up for what? We're up to 3 for the audience today. No, it's. She's a very, very good nurse, very committed to her work, and I have developed a deep respect for her. And
you don't have to blow smoke.
Week or so. No, that's how I really feel.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're that you have some people who actually care on your care team.
Yeah, that's good.
And I had chats with Dr. Dose, as I call her.
Hello? Okay, that's why I got all these for you.
Yeah, she's the doctor of all the opioids, shall we say?
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo! It is the good stuff.
And she showed me some of my records and films that I hadn't seen before because I was afraid to see them, and it's it's painfully obvious that there's no walking away on this. It's the
Okay.
tumors and spread appear to be quite massive.
Yeah, so
And,
you've seen the extent of the damage now.
yeah, it's not. I haven't just bruised my ribs.
You got it under your vertebrae.
Yeah, it's but the cancer is all up and down my spine.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just gonna get painful.
That
And
sucks.
their advice, well, I won't say advice because that says like what they're telling me to do, but one thing I should consider is that if I have a situation where I code and they have to bring me around because I haven't signed it, do not resuscitate order. She says we're going to break the shit out of every bone in your spine.
Yeah.
And the look Taylor just gave me, I think she's seen this before, and it may be better just to sign off early and get this shit over with. Holy fuck!
Hey, at least they're small.
What is this?
You want me to yell it for you? With the tubes?
Yeah, I'd like to.
It's Oxy.
It's oxycodone.
Yeah, so it's the same as I gave you earlier.
Okay.
It's just a double dose.
Oh,
Or do you want less?
no.
Okay.
They're
Yes, you have to raise the dose for you because you were in quite a bit of pain.
they're doubling my dose.
Yeah.
That gives, and it was already doubled twice before.
Yeah.
Woohoo! This is good stuff.
Once it gets into the
Yeah,
body, it's
I-
very painful.
I don't know that I'm going to make it through the show today.
I don't think so with that kind of dosage.
You're doing good. Sun's shining. Hey, at least you got a radio for it. That's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Want to
Oxycodone.
see the beautiful people I do this with? Let's see, we can zoom in on all of them and introduce you. That's Purple. She lives up in St. Cloud. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oops, no, that's not St. Cloud.
No,
That's
I've said it
that's
on the air enough
Hibbing.
times.
Yeah, Hibbing. You live in Hibbing. That is Ned and Ivy, who are from Holland. And this is Mage, who is from Florida.
You can't see me, can you?
And freezing their ass off, I hope.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And then that's Perp again, and that's me in that fancy picture by the pro photographer. And this is Commander 401, and I have no idea where Commander's living these days.
The Netherlands right now.
Oh, okay, but they rock too, and this is just kind of the core group here. And over the years and years, I've
You just talk about everything?
really grown to love these people.
We just talk about everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. That's a good hobby.
Well, lots of times we do talk about very specific,
Their topic of the day.
hard-hitting topics. What's our national day? Today?
National Hemp
Today's
Day.
actually National Cancer Day.
Oh, that
You
works
say
too.
I think I saw it on the news this morning. I'm not even kidding.
Huh? Because they just told me it was National Hemp Day. Sounds
Yeah, I like
sounds
that
like
too.
a good
I
crossover.
think those go
Yeah.
together very well.
Yes, it does.
Let me look.
Yeah, and
Yes, look at that. World Cancer Day.
son of a gun.
Everything on the news this morning. So, there's your topic. Pretty fitting right now.
Well, then in
Yeah,
that
maybe-
case, I'm rotting. I'm rotting from the insides out, and it's painful. And don't do it. And the nice thing is, my family won't be able to point their fingers at me and say, "Oh, see, that's smoking. We told you."
Maybe,
Nope.
maybe you just need some tasty brains.
It's not that I need to eat tasty brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mage is a zombie.
Well, that's what the
But
zombies did. They could feel themselves rotting, so they ate brains.
She was diabetic and she sat around and ate Norwegian candies all the time and like Sandbach rolls and all the sugary cookies. and she only had one leg, and I just figured, well, she lost her leg, she's diabetic, you know? Nope. Her family couldn't tell her that. She got bit by a black widow spider when she was mowing her lawn.
Ooh.
And that's how she lost her leg. I've never forgotten that. Isn't that crazy?
Watch out! Watch out!
Oh,
Mage, you're next.
I haven't seen one in a while.
I'm glad I'm not in Florida.
That was
Uh,
weird.
there
That
are
was
black
here?
widows in
Yeah,
Minnesota.
it was in Westby. She lived in
Yep.
Westby.
A black
was-
widow in Westby.
Mhm. She got like a terrible infection, and they like just couldn't get rid of it, and then they had to amputate her leg.
When I was
That's- I've
growing
never
up in the
forgotten that
Chicago
story in a while.
suburbs,
I think I could have picked my job off the floor.
when I was growing
And
up
she
in the
was, like,
Chicago suburbs, I got bit by
78
a
or
black
80 when that
widow.
happened.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's
We
amazing.
also know a widow.
Okay,
my,
I'll be back around.
my
So
uncle
I'll
had
stop interrupting
my
you.
uncle had a house that was infested
Drop
with
on
brown
anytime.
widows.
I will. This is the chill zone.
Okay, thanks.
We have a widow we can drink.
Mm. Well, for any of
And
you
we don't
Republicans out
yester.
there, for any of you Republicans that are out there listening, this is I'm in an official real life hospital, and I'm taking official real life prescription medications, and this is more than I've ever seen in my life, much less taken. So we'll see what happens, kids.
Yeah, well, I remember with Sloth Girl that when they just changed her to being hospice care, that the treatments weren't going to do anything anymore. That they gave her unlimited painkillers.
Yeah.
That they actually taught me how to give her morphine injections, which they really didn't need to teach me since I'd been injecting myself for a couple of years.
I wish I had better news, folks, but it's
Yeah,
about as bad as it can get.
yeah,
It's
no,
just all I can say.
Well,
we know you've
understand.
been in pain for a long time, and it's
Yeah.
just,
I can understand whatever decision you make on this.
yeah, just let us know. And do you have somebody who could just log into your account to tell us when you're gone?
I've assigned that to my nephew.
Okay, yeah, just so we know.
He's the only technologically capable person in my family who isn't a lunatic.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's a good choice then.
I'm going to talk straight feelings here. I'm really heartbroken. I don't know how else to put it. It's the best thing I can just do is keep crying. I can't.
Yeah, well,
I don't know how to deal with this. I'm completely at a loss.
I don't think anyone ever does, I mean, even if you know you have limited time, no one's ever prepared for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair enough to say. And you guys out there in our world, I don't even want to say chat, in our world, who care? I'm trying to not choke on a muffin right now.
Yeah. Hey.
I just want to thank you guys for being a friend. And I'm not going to sing Golden Girls or anything like that. I promise.
I was about to cue that.
It will always be our friend.
I was fun can do that too.
Well, just know you will be remembered, Jenny.
Yep.
You don't usually get to say this.
Yeah, I wish it was different.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure everybody does. At least anybody who counts.
Yeah,
Who cares about the captain shits and pants? It just makes me angry as hell that son of a bitch gets to outlive me. I just can't tell you how livid I am. Out of everything that could go wrong in the world, for him to outlive me is the worst possible thing ever.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, the only reason that he has managed to outlive you is that he has literally had the best health care available to anyone in the country.
Well, he doesn't deserve it.
No. And, if he was in your situation.
I wake up screaming in the morning. That's
It
hurts so bad. And then as soon as I yell, I shift my weight, of course, and the bed decides that I'm trying to escape the hospital, so it sounds this obnoxious alarm at 120 dB. Because I must be an escapee.
I'm sure you're going to get really far if you tried to escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the wheelchair works pretty well. Stephanie Kath, thank you very much. And I don't want to call you stupid. Stop the stupidity. I like that name. Sadly, it'll never happen.
Well, Minnesota's really working at it. And just the fact that, we have made so much noise about it really has been shifting public opinion.
And it's looking more and more likely that whole gerrymandering in Texas is going to backfire on them, and they're going to lose at least 3 seats.
That would be so funny.
It already has.
There
was a special election last week of what had always been a deeply red district, and it flipped to a Democrat.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so it's already starting to, and also the fact that once Texas did it, several other states did it. So in several special elections, Democrats have been flipping seats in several states.
Yeah, you can go out knowing that the Republicans are losing big. Or should I say bigly?
That would be so sweet. I would just love that to be my parting vision of those assholes.
Yeah.
So.
Or just picture Trump and Judy and Kushner and Steve and Miller in their home being tried.
But so far, I'm afraid we still have a race to the bottom. That, either party can lose this election. But the Democrats still are not playing to win.
No, they're not.
The Democrats need to do better than just say we're 20% less evil. They need to actually start talking about, having policies that will bring down the cost of living.
Hi, we're the Democratic Party, and we're 20% less what? What did you say?
20% less evil, yeah.
Oh, evil, yeah.
They need to open their mouths instead of saying, yes, we are not that bad. No, be more aggressive.
Yeah, well, they have to start talking about things, about like how they're going to address the housing shortage and how they're going to address inflation.
They also need to get on board or to find ways of tackling this whole issue of the Republicans just deciding to just steal the machines and votes.
Yeah.
Stop the. I'm going to just call you STS. STS. I just read what you wrote again, and you'll always be with us. You know how weird it is to hear that finality. That it's really. It's profound. It's a profound slap in the face. And I don't mean that negative in what you're saying. but it's a reality that I have to face, of course. But God Almighty, it's so powerful. I can't even begin to tell you how much it hurts. And again, not because you said it, but because it's the reality.
Hmm.
Um, um,
Well,
I, tch, all fucking weird.
and we will, because we're still talking about Lavender Lady and Sloth Girl and Clover Mom.
We won embryo.
Yeah, but I'm a bitch. They were all nice.
Well, Jenny, remember, you are one of the people who made me realize I could still transition at this age. I had given up on the idea like a decade ago.
Well, I just want to see you be able to get fucked. Okay.
In the good way. I hope.
I want you. I want you to have that. And
Well,
and I, and I
I
hope you do.
definitely could be if I wasn't so worried about safety issues. Because
Just fucking do it. How bad can it get? You can die. So
yeah.
far, dying's a little unnerving, but it's not that bad. Just
Well,
do it. Just do it.
yeah. For that, all I would have to do would be to just post something on FetLife.
True enough.
But yeah, I did get scheduled for my bottom surgery. As long as they don't screw up my insurance again, it should be just after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, cool.
Hmm.
Oh,
I hope,
that's good.
I hope I'm around to see it.
But you talked about that someone would outlive you. But I was thinking, all the assholes I have met in my life that have made my life hell, they're all dead, and I'm still here.
And interestingly
Yeah.
enough,
Huh?
a lot of the neighbors that had vendettas, they're gone too. And he's the
Oh
only
yeah,
one here. And
they're
they
just
had the
gone.
HOA.
In a way, this is kind of a neat opportunity, because it's kind of like I'm living through my own wake,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and it's and it's interesting. I mean, yeah, it's weird and all that kind of stuff, but it is kind of what's happening. And to hear all your positive words helps. Helps me not feel like I'm losing the game, but I'm in a way winning a little chunk of it
Well,
that other people generally don't get to feel. And,
I am
and
sure with my social anxiety that I am going to miss my own funeral. I'm just not going to show up.
You know, there would be people who would rather be in the casket. Most people would rather be in the casket than doing the speaking.
Yeah, I've seen that.
STS, please, I'm going to say it again. Nothing you said here is a negative at all. If anything, it's brought a level of clarity and understanding of myself, the situation, and everybody around me than I could have ever had if you hadn't said what you said so far today. Okay, you've made a huge difference here. That's I think what we all go for and or go through in death and dying, at least as far as Kubler-Ross would say, and that is to clarify and to see our direction. And we're here to understand. We're here to bargain. We're here to accept. And what you say has helped. And don't you dare go away with here thinking anything else. You have been marvelous in what you said today. It really has helped a great deal.
Well, my life is definitely better for you having been in it.
Well, let's not get that silly. uh,
Oh, you have
uh,
added brightness to many lights.
I'll have to come up with at least one good bullshit story to lay on you all. Drag you through the swamp with me one more time.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, I still remember that one about the eagle guarding the package on your porch.
Yes. Thank you to Purpose.
You know, that one you actually had me for a bit. That, you know, right up until the last line, I was believing it.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was a fun one. The one I want to work on yet is my disappearing socks, and how socks escape from the laundry baskets and
Yeah, but that is the sock monster. Everyone has one in the house.
well, exactly, and it's scary. People
Yeah,
stay.
it's scarier, even scarier than the boogeyman, because the sock hiding monster is real.
Yes, it absolutely is.
Okay, but
And
why is it that it always only takes the left sock?
well, it's leftist.
But,
Is there
you know,
a left
it's
and a
like
right
I
sock?
tried buying packs of like identical pairs, but it's like it's always the left one missing. So now I've got like 14 right socks.
Yeah,
How
but
do you
I
even
didn't
tell
know there were
unless
right
they
or left
had
sock.
them labeled?
You
but
can't. You
I've
can't.
I've seen your right foot, and I mean right sock. You don't want that getting around.
I always buy socks of the same color and the same color scheme, so I never noticed. Yeah, because they're all the same. That's
Yeah.
that's a way to solve it.
Yes.
No, that's what I've been doing for a long time.
Just buy black socks, totally black socks. Oh, well, it works.
Oh,
Only
come on.
I
Black is so passe. I found 6 pairs of purple socks.
no,
I'm serious. At the thrift store, I found, you know, 2 unopened packs that each had 3 pairs of purple socks.
but my grandfather, that was in the 50s. He just didn't give a shit. He just walked around with one green and one red sock.
Yeah. Well, I
The
mean,
red
once I
green
put my
show.
boots on, nobody can tell anyway.
Yeah, but he just wore shoes, and my grandfather was a joker. He was once he was on stood at the train station. He lived in Harlingen, but he just stood at the train station with the suitcase, and then so that was right after the war. And then someone came up, "Can I carry your luggage?" Yeah, yes, you can. I give for 5 cents. That was a lot of money then. And then he said, "Yeah, I have to go to the hotel, or something like the Gentleman's Lodge." And I said, "Okay." And then he walked to the Gentleman's Lodge, and this guy was blue and red of the weight of this suitcase. And then he ended the at the doorstep of the hotel. Then my grandfather gave him his 5 cents, opened the suitcase, and out fell a lot of bricks. And then he had to run for his life. That was the story he told, and always.
So
You just gave me an idea. Go ahead, Jenny.
moral of the story is to never exchange nickels for socks, or not to exchange bricks for socks. I don't get it.
Yeah, but he was just. My grandfather was just. He was always a joker. He said he always had kids around him because he grew flowers, and these kids got flowers to take home to their house. And they said someone had he had got the rumor into the world that he could speak every language in the world. And then these kids, is that true? Is it true? Yeah, my grandfather says that is absolutely true. Can you say something in Swedish?
Which is fish.
And then my grandfather says, yes, there's alapatitington tantrikidiri. Oh, and these kids were all in awe.
Mhm.
And a few weeks later, he says, say something in Russian. And he said, alapatitington tantrikidiri. And then these kids started to smell some fishy. He said, yeah, but that's the same as you said last time. Yeah, my grandfather says, I can't help it. In Alapatitington Tantrikidiri is in every language the same.
And it means nothing.
Means absolutely nothing.
That's funny. That's like that song that some guy, I think he was Italian, put together. That doesn't have a single word of any actual known language anywhere on the planet. But it's got musical background and all the beat and the dancers and all the shit. You can't understand a damn thing, but everybody thinks it's great and it's a real song, and they dance around and have a good time. We played it on here once. It's been through every trademark violation on earth. It's it's so funny.
Yeah, but I could make my own. I could just give humanist guitarist a long string of me talking to my cats, and I'm sure he could come up with music for it.
You've actually gotten me to do that.
See, you're speaking in Swedish.
That's right.
No, I know you can confuse the accent there, but no, my ancestors were Finnish. However,
this language absolutely has a name.
yeah, at the time my great-grandparents came to the United States, Finland was not yet an independent country. It was a Dutch area of Sweden at the time.
Yeah, but I'm not. I always say I'm very fluid in gibberish.
Well,
I
I
took
speak
Latin,
fluent
so there.
cat. I speak fluent cat. I don't understand most of it, but I speak it fluently.
Yeah.
But your suitcase story gave me an idea.
It did?
Yeah, well, to do something like that, like you say, like at the train station or at the airport, just like get a briefcase from the thrift store that the locks still work. Doesn't matter if I have the key or not.
Yeah,
And if somebody offers to carry it, then just take off at full run and shout, "You've got 38 seconds."
Oh yeah. Yeah, but my grandfather did something else. He had this bowler hat and this weird jacket, and he just went into town and he stood there. He was stood there just watching an empty shopping window. There was nothing in it, and he was looking so very interested into it. And then all people said, "What is he looking at?" And all people got around him, and then he slipped away, and then he changed his jacket, and he went. And then when he came back, the people were dispersing, and then, "Oh, you're just too late." There was this weird guy looking into this window, and they had nothing. They had no clue that it was him.
You're quite a prankster.
Yeah.
Hey, Commander, is this your dropship? This looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow,
what do we got here? Oh, almost spilled on my phone. That would be great.
Remember the 2022 shows and Halloween special? I went and revisited the model. We're going to be using it for a little parody of Hitchhiker's Guide.
That would be fun to try, wouldn't it?
Okay, yeah, it looks like it's something like for deploying tanks.
I kind of thought it looked like a DVD
Yeah, it is.
player.
It's big enough to deploy an Abrams.
I think it's a
You
DVD
can spit
player.
out something.
No, it's a
You can
DVD
spit
player.
out something. You can spit out something. The bottom.
Yep.
That's 4 meters. Having Abrams is 3.66.
But
So you can actually get a tank in there.
yeah, but an Abrams is in space, and Abrams weighs nothing. So you can talk about weight. You know, don't only talk about mass. It will float in this.
Wait. We're going to have mass in space? I thought by the time we reached that point, we'd be done with religion.
Yeah, but that's there's Catholic churches in space, so there must be masses in space.
Well, I suppose when we get out there far enough, we'll find Jesus' frozen body floating around somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. We're also busy with our new religion that needs to have a complete story, biblical story, and stuff, and then start that out little slowly. And that comes down to that everyone always spelt Jesus Christ wrong. It wasn't Jesus Christ, it was Jesus crust. And he was a baker and he gave us toast. And that explains all these images of Jesus in toast. He just says hi.
Yes, it's Jesus toast. Jesus crust.
It was
That's the holy
Jesus.
tea toast.
Hey, Robin.
Yeah, we even have pictures of Jesus feeding people toast instead of fish, and everything. And Jesus crust with in one hand the toaster, and in his other hand he has toast, and his halo behind his bed is behind his head is a hamburger bun. Everything in bread. Jesus Christ, yeah, Jesus Christ. No, it's just Jesus.
I think I took too many pills.
Well, oxycodone is one of only 3 things so far found that will put me to sleep.
It knocked me out when I was in the hospital.
You know, something that reminds me. So this was back when Keith Olbermann was on MSNBC, and someone won the stupidest criminal in the world. So they broke a pharmacist stolen oxycodone, and it turned out to be not an opioid, but some pills. Actually, like they were to assist with.
You're breaking up.
You're roboting again.
They only got this.
Can't hear you, kiddo.
Yeah, Commander, we were only getting every other word.
I don't know. I measured it at every 1/3.25.
Maybe this will be better.
That's much better.
That sounds better.
What did you switch off?
And you know what I want really bad, you guys?
The OBS.
Okay.
You know what I really, 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 really want?
What?
A cigarette.
What?
A cigarette.
I want a cigarette so bad.
Yeah.
Guess that's one thing that you're not going to be able to get, huh?
No, actually, I told the doctor. And he kind of paused for a moment, and I just said, what are they going to kill me twice?
You got a point.
And that's what he said.
Yeah, at this point, what difference can it make? Maybe an extra hour at most?
Well,
it's probably not going to make a difference at this point.
Yeah, it could be that it knocks me dead on the spot. Because I'm just that sick, and I go into some cough seizure and drop. But who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will probably do this numerous other times. I apologize for focusing on this so much and
No.
and just ruminate. I've never done this before.
Jenny, don't
Um,
apologize.
It's 100%
that's-
acceptable.
Never apologize when it's not needed.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna miss you guys so fucking much. No, I won't. That's the problem.
Well, we
just
will
need
miss
the-
you.
The switch just goes click and it's over. It's so weird.
It's the other way around. We're going to be missing you.
You know, have you ever heard this thing of Ricky Gervais?
Yeah, I hate him.
When you're dead, you don't know it. Same goes for stupidity.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
Is that stupid
You don't know
Dunning
when you're
Kruger when you don't know
when
it?
you're stupid. Yeah. It's not the being dead. It is the path to it.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
process that sucks.
The
Yeah.
transition.
But it is like I thought of it. Everyone who made my life miserable in my younger years,
Wait.
everyone, that even the guys who beat me up when I was 22 years old, who gave me this memory problem in my head, this brain damage, they're all dead. And there was some even died quite violently because they were a member of some criminal gang. They got what they deserved. I didn't have a hand in it, but they're gone, and I'm still here.
Yep.
And I'm doing
Well.
actually, I do quite well.
I have been cursed to outlive everyone I know.
I stand a good chance of outliving you.
How old do you guys think you're going to live to? I got a pretty good idea in my case, so I withdraw from the contest.
Given the lifespan of some of my family, I stand a good chance of living into my 80s or 90s.
Oh, that would be good.
Well,
So
actually,
I have no clue.
far, I am the oldest in our family, except for my brother. But but for the rest, everyone died before he was 70. So, yeah. But I never smoked. I was never a drunk. I never worked in the industry with noxious stuffs. So perhaps I will have some years left.
Well, that much goodness, you'll probably die next week.
My grandfather died when he was 83, and he smoked like a chimney. And
Yeah, there are always exceptions.
every relative he had were pushed in their upper 90s or over 100 because they didn't smoke.
well, and it seems that I got most of my genetics from my mother's father. And on that side of the family, both of the great grandparents and both of my grandparents there had lived into their 90s. My mom's 94 and still going. So since I never used tobacco and really never drank that heavily, I think I've got a better than average chance of getting the triple digits.
If I get to 150, I'm just not going to die. I waited that long. I gave it that much time. It's not going to happen.
I would want to die before the sun expands enough to engulf the planet.
I have never done anything to shorten my life in like smoking and that's the kind of stuff. But I have had many, many stupid situations in my life. So I will probably die like for having an asteroid hitting on my head or something. Something stupid.
Toilet seat coming down from space.
Well,
that that is
We
the
will do
thought I could.
something stupid together.
That is the thought I could drop tomorrow and the day after you all drop for an asteroid. So I just look around and say, "Oh, what are you guys doing here?"
Giant meteor. It's reliable. Vote.
well,
Yeah.
considering all of the job site accidents I've had over the years, I actually was surprised that I lived long enough to retire. So by all accounts, I should have died at least a dozen times by now. So
The thing that really bothers me right now, as far as my expectancy, is I've begun to have significant difficulty swallowing,
Oh, that sucks.
and I could just drop over from choking to death here.
yeah,
It makes me kind of want to buy one of those $75 air suckers. I don't know what their official name is, but then again, why? That is the weirdest thing. Although, like, well, what's the point? Who cares?
yeah.
And it makes me think a lot about, is there really an afterlife? Is my mom aware of what's going on with me? And that concerns me, because I would so much love to see her again and be able to just talk and hang with little foul mouth mom.
Yeah, given the subject matter, I'm not sure if this would be
Oh, I
wildly
miss my
appropriate or not.
mom.
I'm sorry,
There you
say again there, kiddo.
A little meme.
I miss my mom.
Yeah.
Just saw Melania, my worst ever experience in a theater. Even worse than when he was killed. That is.
Actually, even before premiere day, a number of theaters had said they would not be showing it because there weren't any advance tickets sold.
Yeah.
So they knew it was going to be a dog, and they just decided it wasn't, worth having their theater tied up for the time.
But there are films that were so immensely bad that they are on the absolutely top of the shit list. And they're no longer at the top because now there's this film of Melania.
Yeah, well, that's just like, George W. Bush has been cheering because he will no longer be remembered as the worst president ever.
The year that goes to show. Worst stinking, disgusting man baby to occupy the Oval Office.
Yeah.
Orange stain on America.
Well, and I don't know how they expected that people were really going to be wanting to go and see, this thing about Melania, because, it's clear that there isn't even any affection for her from the family at all. The adult kids didn't even seem to care when their own mother died and Trump put her in the golf course for a tax write-off. So how did they think anybody was going to care about Melania? Aside from the MAGA guys who have been gooning to her, nude photos from however many years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that family values thing was a load of front.
Yeah.
Jeez. My
Say it. Just say
sorry,
it.
stop.
Oh.
I still remember when my mom died 21 years ago.
Stop. I hadn't
My
realized
mom's
it.
not dead.
Hold on.
She's in a nursing home.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yes, I didn't realize your father had just passed. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I wasn't aware of that either.
Um,
Michelle, I'll tell you a weird story. Every time I have a technical problem, sometimes I dream of my dad that we're in his old shed and we're talking about it. And he said, "Did you try this?" And then I wake up and I tried it and it worked.
Oh, cool.
Now
yeah,
that is weird.
yeah, it is. My as I've said countless times, I hospice cared my dad for a year and a half before he died, and for oh god, it was at least six to 8 months afterwards that every night I had dreams about my dad, and he was always tied to his mattress,
Hmm.
Gosh.
because he was stuck in bed.
Yeah.
His not all that time, but his last 10 days or 2 weeks or so, he never left the bed because he had chosen to not eat anymore, not drink anymore, and just let himself go.
Yeah.
But wow, it felt like one of those dreams that is absolutely real, like you're looking at a photorealist painting. It's just so fucking cosmic. And once in a while, I have dreams like that with my mom. That she'll just come to me in a dream, and her voice is exactly what her voice is, and her movements and her. It's like she's there. And today, from time to time, will have both of them in the same dream. Absolutely,
Oh, that
absolutely
would
real.
be. I wish that my relatives would have good dreams about my grandparents. But I haven't actually had them in a dream since I was like 15 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have this dream after my girlfriend from high school died. We were in the classroom. I was in the classroom with her, and I was be sitting there like, "You died," and she just kind of like, "Yeah, I know." Like it was totally normal that she'd be sitting there, or just those dreams felt so realistic, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oddly enough.
Yeah, they're cousins. And then my uncle Tom, who was the person who got me into anything technical in life, the person who taught me how to use a hammer for what a hammer is used for. And but I've never had him in a dream, and that's always been weird. Dreams are so bizarre. It's just so what they can do. They're so powerful.
Yeah. Recently, a night or two
Rarely
ago,
do I ever have one.
recently a night or two ago, I had one where I was dreaming about my little cockatiel. She died a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
With Sammy, we had bracing. I'm trying to remember the names of the other two cockatiels. We basically lost about 6 bones in one go because of the cat. Cat lived with the birds for over 10 years and never got them. And then all of a sudden, the cat knocked the cage down.
Mm.
I'm a bunch of pain right now, guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to end the show. I mean, you will need on an hour. Keep going, but I think I need to sign off and come back on in a little.
Okay. Yeah.
I just need to stare out the window and
No problem.
Yeah.
I'm at this interesting spot. I love the geography of this part of Wisconsin because of the driftless zone, and then it's the section of Wisconsin that it's the glaciers never made the third pass,
Mm.
and so it's unique to the entire state and region of Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota.
Mhm.
The vast majority being in Wisconsin. And I sit here and I look outside at west, looking due west right now. I don't know what it's. What about 3 o'clock, something like that? 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it's just after 3 now.
Okay. Oh, so okay, that doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm about eye level with the bluffs across the river, across the Mississippi,
Ah,
and and I've always been a geography fan, and like I know that the bluffs around Milwaukee are something like 250, 300 feet off the lake level of Michigan. And I when I first moved here, and I was at the top of the plateau, shall we say, that is the Midwest Plains. Everything measured with my GPS, so I consider it accurate. In the 1,1300 feet area. And then when I got down to the river basin, everything was about 600. And I realized that, oh my gosh, Milwaukee's got, or we got quite a difference in drop between the plateaus and Lake Michigan versus the plateaus. You know what I'm saying? That I'm really having that much trouble talking, guys.
yes.
But I'm sitting. This is the coolness of this unique feature, is that I'm sitting here looking west and I'm seeing all these plains for as far as I can see. We could do a flat Earth test on all that shit, but we're not going to. But everything's flat, flat, just like the flat earthers say. Except the area that is the river valley, and that's everything's down 600 some feet below. That, and it's just like such a perfect demonstration of you flat earth fuckers are just so stupid.
Yeah.
You just look at a map and take a few measures, you would see how stupid you are. And
Yeah,
it's
Lake Superior is about 600 feet above sea level.
something like that. And it's just neat to see it in real life come to fruition, and I'm just obsessing because I am really out of it, guys. It's I can't tell you how out of it I am. It's a little scary right now.
Sounds like you have a nice view.
Yeah, I do. I got 2 huge windows, and just
Well, that's nice
got a
that
nice
you
view
actually have a scenic view, and it's not just like if you were in Minneapolis that you're just
Yeah.
looking over the city.
You know, as I said when I first moved here and got used to the places, from Chief Dan George, paraphrase from Chief
Hello,
Dan
native
George.
atheist.
I'm sorry, you guys. To paraphrase Chief Dan George in the Little Big Man movie. This looks like a beautiful place to die. And I hope that I'm able to make it to at least see the green one more time. And
Yeah.
I hope that you're all there with me when I'm able. And I love you guys.
We love you too.
You are loved.
And I gotta stop sniveling now.
It's okay, Jenny. The
Go
passing is never easy.
Go smoke one on me. All right, I'm gonna. What time is it again? It's 3. And
Yeah,
we started at
about
2.
10 after 3. We'll be here at least an hour yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. All right. Kiss, kiss, love, love, pinch,
Yep.
pinch, fuck, fuck. Have a good night. Nice moment.
Sounded like somebody dropped a guitar.
Ukulele.
Okay.
It was a guitar. Oh, it's a ukulele. There's a
it's
song.
hey Breed. Hey Breed, have you heard the news? I'm dying. They can all fill you in, but I gotta go. I'm falling asleep here.
Yep.
But love you guys so much. Oh, so much.
Okay. We'll catch you later, Jenny.
I'm sorry, I can't stop. We'll talk to you later.
Yep.
Later.
Bye.
Hugs, kisses.
Yeah. Jenny just got a heavy dose of painkillers, so I think she needs to rest a bit now. Hey, Purpose.
At this point, she's earned it. So,
Yeah.
which is. She goes over to the last stream. I think it's stage 3 or stage 4 cancer that's spread throughout the body.
All up and down her spine.
She has 3 months without chemotherapy or about a year with chemotherapy.
Yeah, that's about what she was saying last week on here.
Sounds like she's still haven't fully decided which direction she wants to go in with that either.
Athena, I apologize, but as I've told you, no employer will accept I can't come into work today. My cat didn't want me to as a valid excuse.
You know, that was the one
We
valid
are the
excuse that my
butlers of
boss.
the cats.
Sorry, go ahead there. What were you saying, Purple? Then,
That
Commander?
was the one valid excuse that my boss would accept when I was self-employed.
Okay.
I had to go in if I was sick, but if I was pinned down by more than one cat, that was okay to be late.
We are the butlers of our cats.
Yep.
All right, well,
Our cats just think we are stupid.
I just gotta find some food that Sammy likes even better.
my cat respects me for very limited forms of intelligence.
Yeah.
Like
Something that.
being able to use my opposable thumbs to open things for her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Manipulating doorknobs. Reaching down to give her exactly 3 pets. Usually no more, no less.
Yep.
And she respects my ability to turn around so she can attack my feet when I'm trying to leave for work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That mine is the same.
Well, I know my cats will never kill me because that would mean they'd have to clean their own litter box, and you know that's not happening.
Speaking of which, I need
Uh-huh.
to do that.
The cat jumps at me every time I go out. He's like, I want your leg. Well, not every time, but like when I'm walking home, basically keeps grabbing my leg.
I had a cat that would jump up and bite my mom in the ass when she was doing the dishes.
Yeah. You know, in this case, Athena's playful and she's trying to remind me, it's like, hey, I'm more fun than work.
Yep.
And she's right.
Very valid point, yes.
Because she doesn't recognize the connection between work and her being fed.
Yeah, it's like my son Conyer. I'm trying to type something on the keyboard, and he's like, well, I see you're trying to type something, but that's not paying attention to me.
Come on up, Athena. In any case,
Well, I have Ethan on my leg because my cats know that when I put the headset on, it means I won't be getting out of the chair for at least 2 hours.
Athena, come on up. Are you trying to figure out how to... Have I found the one skirt you actually can't find a purchase on it?
I see a tail.
Yep.
So, yeah, I've been working on some stuff in the background here. It's like trying to prepare, trying to work on building at least some channel so it can provide some income in case Indiana State legislature decides it's like, oh yeah, we don't want you teaching anymore.
Hmm.
Or I just say, I can't take this anymore.
Whichever comes first. Oh.
Yeah, maybe we should. I don't know. It would be nice if we could do something for Jenni, but
Yeah, I'm afraid that not really much that can be done at this point, and especially, not much that can be done from a distance.
Yeah. You have to ask her about that next time she comes in here.
Yeah, and I don't think I can get on Amazon and send her a pack of cigarettes. I don't think they do that.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I'm just thinking it's like, they don't. Cigarettes, no, but I do think, not in this state, obviously, but I think some of the local dispensaries in Illinois do DoorDash.
Actually, yeah, I have heard about that. I don't know if that's available. Oh, yeah. Yeah, technically she's in Wisconsin at the hospital. So,
Well, I was going to say the hospital wouldn't like that either, probably. But
yeah. I do find it weird that, you can send booze to people through Amazon, but you can't send tobacco.
Yeah, it looks like they sell herbal cigarettes on Amazon.
Yeah, well, that's the same as smoking tea bags.
Yeah.
You can just call it a health supplement and then it becomes unregulated as far as the postage is concerned.
Yeah, well, except that, if it's listed as a scheduled drug.
maybe, I don't know. Maybe you guys can find the couple of things she wants to do, and maybe we can arrange something that way.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, it sounds like she's not really in shape to travel anymore either. Because I know one of the things she would have liked to do would be to get back down and see Milwaukee again.
Well, I mean, you talk to her more than I do, so.
Yeah. Well, just she talks a lot about growing up around Milwaukee, so I expect she probably would have liked to, just drive down there and see some of the things she remembers down there. See, not many people realize this, but the TV series Laverne and Shirley was actually based on Jenni and her roommate.
I remember Laverne and Shirley.
Wasn't that like a spinoff of Happy Days?
Yes. Yeah, Laverne and Shirley, their first appearance was that Fonzie had set up Richie and Potsy with Laverne and Shirley as dates.
So imagine you're 10 years old, you have a half gallon of ice cream, and you can't sleep. So it's Mr. Ed, it's Happy Days, it's everything at 3 a.m. from Nick at Night.
Yes, I remember Nick at Night's still around, but
Well, I was growing up before we had, before cable TV was even thought of. But yeah, for me, it was like when I was home alone and all the other kids were at school, that it was just watching all these syndicated reruns of things.
I think one thing that the modern era is missing out on is like these like late night horror TV hosts that would like show really bad movies.
Yeah, the cheesy movies. Yep.
I found one on YouTube.
Yeah, I was thinking it's like someone should do that as a YouTube channel. I bet that would go over well.
And I actually did meet the guy who's around here, Dr.
Yeah.
Paul Bearer, in his horrible old movies. I actually met the guy.
I think the problem you'd have doing it on YouTube, though, is, copyright problems with trying to show old movies. You'd have to find ones that had fallen into the public domain.
Or you find YouTubers that did and don't really mind that exposure, which they exist.
Yep.
Like, isn't there some like YouTuber that did a horror movie that's out right now, Iron Lung or something?
I know that Aaron Ra was in an independent movie.
Well, yes, but Aaron Ra just has the look that makes him a biker extra. He does.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he was, wasn't he? He was just playing, he was an extra that was playing a biker.
Yeah, I think he was actually the victim in a murder.
Oh, well.
But yes, Aaron Ra is one of the action figures I've got lined up. I'm still waiting for, Neil and Aaron Ra to get more nationally famous than just the atheist community, because I have already got all the trademarks and copyrights out for atheist biker pirates from the internet.
It's a
Get Bionic Dance on that.
yes. So there was a scene in Freebird that was from my grandmother's house. There was actually a whole scene that was cut out too from her grandmother's house. Not a very good movie, but it was interesting to see that film.
Well, geez, I thought I took care of that. I thought that was out of frame. Let me fix that. Only so much space in the apartment, though.
Okay, I gotta step away for just a minute.
So we've been left alone with no adult supervision.
Yes. It's scary, isn't
What
it?
shall we do? Yes. That's kind of the way I feel as a millennial dealing with the majority of the baby boomers.
Sammy's son is in
Seven,
charge.
Libby,
'Cause I know
why
I
did
can't
you leave
trust
us
any of you
alone?
humanoid types.
Okay, everybody quit. She's back.
No, I haven't left yet. Sammy's
Oh.
son is in charge because I know I can't trust any of you humanoid types.
I'm offended. I clearly...
To be fair,
I mean,
two are canines.
we have two canines, and one is clearly a porpoise. And I think Ned is an AI.
No, it's Ivy that's the AI.
That's what Ned wants you to believe. It's okay, Ned's not paying attention, thankfully. He's probably enjoying something that's legal all over Holland, but not here in Indiana.
Actually, no.
What makes you think I was talking about weed? There are a lot of things that are illegal in Indiana. I'm pretty sure the legislature is going to get around to critical thought any day now.
Did the legislature come from the home planet of the Vogons, where every time you try to think you're hit in the face with a shovel?
Why would you besmirch the noble Vogons by accusing them of being a red state legislature?
You're right. Vogons don't think, and they're not evil. They're just bureaucrats. The red state legislatures go out of their way to harm people.
Athena, what do you want? Do you want to go with me to Indianapolis tomorrow? I don't want to go to Indianapolis tomorrow either, Athena.
I've been to Indianapolis once just to drive through it.
Well, I'm sure you were able to achieve escape velocity after circling around 465 enough. Sorry, my former roommate wanted me to stop referring to Indianapolis as a gravity well.
Hey, Vogons are just construction workers who wrote poetry in their spare time. And that's why they had to demolish the earth, because they didn't want to give the Vogons any spare time.
Imagine this
I
be
have
quite
to
possible.
read more about it.
I thought it was because of the earth had to make room for an expressway or something.
Yeah, well, that was the political story they gave. That was about infrastructure.
Listen, we all know the real reason was because it was 15 minutes before the critical readout, so we would all finally know what the answer to life, the question to the ultimate answer was.
Yep.
And personally, I think it really was what you get when you multiply 6 times 7.
Yep. Well, see, and that's why this whole 6-7 thing is, being so trendy with young people, that
Not
it's
anymore,
about to
thank
come
God.
out. Yeah. Yeah, it seems to have passed now.
Yeah, didn't figure that was going to last too long.
Yeah, Molly's son was driving me a bit nuts with it.
So now they can go back to having 69 be their favorite integer.
Good. As it should be.
I wound up putting a whole bunch of hidden number things in a lot of the assets I'm working on. In some of the videos, I put hidden number things that if it ever got popular enough, that, how the conspirators look for things that really aren't there? Well, I put stuff that was there that was absolutely meaningless.
I would have just put 33 all over it. Don't make them work for it.
I was thinking for
Well, I put 33.
How have your big spaceships. Go ahead.
33.
That's what you were going to say.
Go ahead. I'll say my next afterwards.
So in one of the videos, I put the zip code for the Joint Chiefs on one of the planes.
Okay.
And 33s and 45s and birth dates and presidents. And on the big ships, I have dementia, where I say things with numbers, like fuck Trump and all of that.
I was thinking it was you have a big spaceship with you have the lights. Hey, it's some of the lights are in the windows and some aren't. Or just have it like in Morse code or maybe binary or something. You can drink your Ovaltine.
That would be fun.
Translate the drink your Ovaltine into the ASCII digits for the ASCII numbers for drink your Ovaltine.
Oh, hey, Sammy.
In the Buzz Lightyear cartoon, wasn't the rocket they flew the 42?
I think so. And I
Oh,
think
they
that
put a
goes.
whole bunch of
Nerd references in Buzz Lightyear. Well, first off, the evil emperor's name is Zurg, quite literally. Anyone who's played StarCraft knows what the Zurg were.
I do not know what the Zerg were. I didn't know that reference.
Insect race. They players developed a tactic called the Zergling Rush, where you just produce lots of small units and try to overwhelm your opponent.
Oh, the swarm tactic.
Yeah. Not to be confused with another tactic in another game of the same genre called the Soviet Tank Rush. Where because Soviet tanks are durable and you could just produce them fairly quickly, you just build a lot of tanks and send them against your opponents.
You know, I was playing a World War II naval game where instead of the ships that were historically built, we let you order your own fleets. And I actually came up with a tactic that was so good that we had to rewrite the rules of the game. I stopped building capital ships and I just started building huge swarms of jeep carriers.
That's an anime we'll have to cover. This girl starts playing this game, and all she does is put everything into defense, and somehow she manages to break the game.
Jeep carriers. How did jeep carriers work?
No, jeep carriers actually were a thing in World War II. Basically, they were very small carriers that their only purpose was really to escort the landing craft. You know, so that they were these little ships that each only carried like 5 to 10 planes.
Well, that wouldn't be too surprising if you had enough of them after all. I mean,
yep.
World War
That
II.
was the point. They were just launching the aircraft while they were still out of range from the battleships and cruisers.
World War
there were
II.
just enough of them that they could be everywhere.
World War II marked the end of the battleship.
Yep.
And World War II also had the
now
first
battleships are transit.
And World War II was the first naval battle that took place where the participating ships never saw each other.
Yep.
I think the Battle of the Coral Sea.
Except now, the president has ordered a new Trump class of battleships.
It's transit.
Yep.
The battleships were awesome for their day.
Yeah.
That Trump battleship will look all gold and stuff with all Roman statues on it.
But why would we use battleships when we can launch missiles from farther away?
Yeah, well, also the Trump-class battleships would be all gold leaf without any actual armor.
Not to mention, it's like one of the things the Navy is focusing on is drone carriers.
Yep.
But then again, the one thing I've never heard anyone say other than Donald Trump is that Donald Trump is a very stable genius. Only ever heard one person say that.
One? That's more than I would expect.
Oh, I've heard one people say Donald Trump is a very stable genius and be serious. Except he usually doesn't refer to himself in the third person.
Only Donald Trump.
Yep.
He's just a defined genius.
I don't know. I had a 4-year-old call me a genius. That's what started my relationship with my ex.
That's okay. I had a student who was surprised I knew things about like AI yesterday. Just trying to challenge me. It's like AI does everything well. It's like I'm like, no. Modern AIs are not designed to do everything well. Like, yes, they are. Then here's my favorite part. He asks an AI, and the AI tells him it's like, I basically tell him it's like, no, modern AIs are designed to do one thing well. So instead of believing me, he just asked the AI.
Uh-huh.
The AI tells him he was wrong.
Gotta
No,
love when that happens.
Okay, somebody needs to go and ask Grok. Grok, what do you suck at?
Elon's dick.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry, but yeah, that's.
No, that was a great answer.
Normally, I don't use that type of language, but the fact that you cannot, unless they've changed it, you couldn't get Grok to insult Elon Musk.
Well, let's see here. I suck at several things. Some of them pretty spectacularly. Pretending to have normal human emotion and reactions in real time. Well, kind of like Elon Musk. Having options that aren't just unusually coherent pattern and matching.
With my
smelling things.
autism, I suck at having human emotions in real time. I usually have them on a delay.
Listen, I think we need to do some sort of remedial, what's the word I'm looking for, intervention to help autistic people say exactly what they mean. Stop looking in our eyes all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, don't you see there are so many more interesting places to look?
Yeah, hey, my boobs are down here.
Yes, that's a much more interesting look at.
They want boobs.
And yeah, we need to have these interventions to help people who aren't autistic communicate more clearly.
Yep.
None of this
That's
hidden
my problem. That's why I never got about a certain amount. I can't communicate very clearly off the unless it's something I'm passionate about. Then yeah, if it's something that I am completely and utterly confident with, then yeah.
Yes, and they also need help not talking about things that aren't interesting. I mean, how can you not be fascinated by computer science?
It is interesting.
Although I'm sure some people will tell me trains are very interesting too. I never thought they were, but
No, I've never been that much into trains either.
That is the result of hyperfocusing.
Although, just to prove that the stereotype has some basis, I do know a couple of autistic people who are very much into trains and can, tell you the difference between all the different sorts of steam locomotives.
yeah. I mean, I had a student last year who kept telling me about all the railroading news. It's like, I mean, he didn't fail my class, but he didn't do the programming either. So, but it's like, but I was trying very hard to feign interest in trains, and it's like, and sadly, it's like I was trying everything I could. Just was like, listen, it's like, stop. I was trying to say, it's like, it's great that you're interested in trains, but please understand that other people might not be.
Yeah, it's tough that there's so many people who just don't have sufficient interest in things that are important.
Like for him, trains.
Or cats and Lego.
I mean, Lego's not one of my special interests, but and there are certain things I've just toyed with over the years, like music, that's never been anything. I'm never going to be a professional musician, but
yeah, my problem is I don't really have the kind of prolonged special interests anymore that I just I'll be obsessed with something for a couple of months and then I'll skip to another topic.
Well, you've got to cram because you've got to. No, I don't know where I'm going with that one.
I tend to have several things I kind of switch between.
But some of my interests, even if they aren't like my main ones that remain stable, like I never wanted to be more than a hobby, but it's like I play around enough with cameras that photography is an interest.
Yeah, well, I have a couple that, always kind of at least hang around in background, that I'm always to some degree interested in the Lego and World War II naval warfare, but they're not always center stage.
So who would win in a matchup? The Bismarck or the entire British military?
Yeah, we saw how that one played out. And actually, it wasn't the entire British military either, because by that time, the Prince of Wales was already sunk and the Howe was in the Mediterranean.
They were bringing everything they could against the Bismarck at that point.
Yeah.
Once the hood was sunk. And it was just as much a matter of national pride as the Bismarck was dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the hood was the pride of the British fleet at the time. It was the most heavily armed and fastest battle cruiser they had.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I also read something that its design flaw meant that it was going to sink as soon as the Bismarck hit the right spot.
Yeah.
Because any German battleship would have essentially sank it if it hit that area.
Yeah.
Something
it did have a structural flaw at that point there.
The hood was made with the same structural mistake as a lot of the battle cruisers of World War One. Like, I think the Queen Mary, the Indefatigable, it was just, you just have to pick it on one spot and they will blow out of the water. And that is exactly what happened.
Yeah, well, the hood was built between the wars.
Yeah, but they didn't learn from their mistakes.
Well, I had always wondered why, if the hood was their pride, why was there only one? Why didn't they ever build a second one of the same class? So I think that somebody knew something was wrong there.
Yeah, probably. It was something with the delivery of the ammunition to the turrets. That was a mistake.
Yeah, because generally when the British built the battleship, they built 4 or 5 of the same class. So the fact that there was only one just kind of shows that it was a prototype and they decided that there was something with the design that we're going to skip this and go on to the next one.
Just like if you had with the Battle of Jutland in World War One, there were 2 of these ships. They were sunk with an explosion so enormous that only 10 or 12 people survived.
See, that should be here's an idea for your next video, Purple. Typhoon Cobra.
Yeah.
The next research video.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. It takes me so long to do an edited video that if I actually have to do research for it, that just puts it way out.
I already did it.
Typhoon Cobra.
Well, I was in the 12 years ago. I was sailing on this ship with charters with school classes and stuff, and then we came to the island of the Schelling, and there was this massive bronze propeller was laying there, and that was one of the propellers of the Indefatigable. And that's how I got interested in it. I have myself on a picture with the Indefatigable propeller, and it was just got up by one of these scrap hunters, that could go over the ocean over the seas and find scrap and just sell it for scrap. Well, that is how I got into it, and I made a video about it. That's very, very long ago.
But Typhoon Cobra was Admiral Halsey took the Pacific Fleet into a typhoon.
Yep.
It doesn't seem very smart.
Well, he was also ignoring the advice of the meteorologist who said, like, let's turn here, try to avoid where we think this storm's heading. And the path he took ended up tracking with the storm.
Well, because nothing ever goes wrong when you ignore the scientists.
Oh, nothing ever goes wrong. Absolutely.
There are plenty of ships that have gotten stuck in hurricanes without intending to.
Yeah.
The Derbyshire is a good example. Now, the Alfaro is not a good example.
But like Ned was saying about the giant propeller, there is a small gun turret on the Capitol Green in St. Paul. And in all the years I have lived here, I have yet to find a Minnesota resident who knew what that was. That is turret number 4 from the Aaron Ward, the destroyer that attacked a German submarine 7 hours before Pearl Harbor.
Oh.
Nice thing about living along a non-navigable river is there are no ships that go down it. Boats, yes. Ships, no. There's even an airboat that runs in the summer for some bizarre reason.
Yeah.
Well, Purple is busy playing with her pussy.
Not yet. I'm still waiting for the installation packet.
Sorry, I meant her cat.
Oh yeah, you weren't here when that came up. I actually have gotten scheduled for my bottom surgery. It will be a couple days after Thanksgiving.
I was just making a terrible pun.
Yep, I know.
Hi, Athena. Athena, you know what the rule is.
Which actually reminds me, I've got some paperwork from the university here that I have to fill out and send back.
You have to be on camera.
And showing your butt to the camera, of course.
That's just a bonus. She doesn't have to do that.
Yes, she does. She's a cat.
Showing her butt is just a free service she offers.
Well, yeah, I forget what they called them, but you know, the movies that came with odors, that never really took off. I wonder if they'll revive that for the internet.
Why?
Why not? Because it's a technology that they could do.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really wants smell-o-vision.
Yeah, and then we can smell what Trump was cooking there.
Well, you know, then you'd be able to smell cat poop when she presents it to the camera.
I don't want to be able to smell anything Trump does.
There is only one thing I want to hear involving Donald Trump, and that's the big, beautiful obituary.
Yep.
And yes, people have been calling that for a while now, if you're wondering.
Yep. Yeah, you're not the only one I've heard say that.
Oh, I thought Ned was objecting. It's like, no, there are a lot of Americans calling it. When that news comes, that's what they're calling it.
We'll play the end of...
And it's beautiful. And it's an obituary. It's when Trump is no longer here. And then the entire planet will be like, Remember that time Emperor Palpatine died?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Which one?
For the
Did you
first
hear?
time.
Did you hear that the people working for ICE are whining that they didn't get paid because of the government shutdown?
They're working for Trump.
What do they expect? To get paid? He's
Do
working
they
for Trump?
expect
Yeah.
to get paid?
And some of them are realizing that they may not be getting that $50,000 signing bonus.
Yeah, there's a lot of fine print.
Yeah. Basically, the fine print says that you have to do it for 5 years and have perfect attendance. So if you take one sick day in 5 years, you don't get the bonus.
Jeez, I think I don't even have to do that as a teacher.
When
What
I
are
worked
the odds
for
that anybody
a
is
company
going
that have it,
Go ahead.
Zippo. When I worked for some companies that had signing bonuses, like you'd get in one part of it the first week, and then after so many months, you get the next part of it, and then so many more, you get the next part of it. Otherwise, they'd have people just signing up and then quitting and going to another company that offered it.
Yeah. Well, what the one with ICE was supposed to be is that you get $1,000 at the end of each year for 5 years.
That's 5,000, not 50,000.
10,000 rather each year.
I mean, I believe Trump would try that, but it's like. And honestly, I think a lot of ICE are being afraid it's like this is going to ruin the reputation afterwards. You think?
Reputation?
Yeah.
What? They have a reputation to ruin? What? Of
Oh yeah, they're whining that people are being and and that it's going to hurt their future job prospects.
You think?
So you worked for ICE. So were you part of ICE before Trump got into office? And did you quit shortly thereafter? If the answer is no, then just fuck off.
If you worked for ICE during Trump's second term, get out of here.
I mean,
Yes.
it's not even something like it would be unjustified. Like, I think we can all agree the way Americans treated Vietnam vets after the Vietnam War was horrible.
Yep.
But this isn't like we're just mad because ICE lost. People are mad because ICE is doing things that are unconstitutional, illegal, and immoral.
Yep.
gotta check on something here.
I wonder what it is. I need to take care of that. I better not forget that. I feel like I should be doing something, but I'm not sure what. Oh, right. I need to work on. Oh, sorry, problem. I need to work on for something else.
Okay,
And-
well, as of last week, ICE agents have shot at least 13 people.
That we know of.
Yeah, well, that's just since the first of the year. And this is a news report from 7 days ago.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to shoot a kid in the back.
ICE basically responsible for 2/3 of all homicides in Minneapolis. Because there was 2, unless there's been more. I mean, there was 2 that were ICE related and 1 that wasn't.
I actually hadn't heard that there were any that didn't involve ICE yet.
Did anyone see that there's a measles outbreak in one of the ICE-controlled detention centers?
Oh, no, that sounds lovely.
And in response, they just said it's like no movement. So we have two strains
There
of
is our of caring.
So we
The
have two.
servants of Nurgle.
Never attribute to Nurgle what can be better explained through stupidity. Because we have Robert F. Kennedy Jr. riding a long wave of anti-vax nonsense.
Yep.
And then we have ICE, which is just concentrating lots of people into small spaces. I mean, that's basically what a concentration camp is.
So the servants of the corn and Nurgle get together.
Well,
And they complement each other.
Listen, I'm sorry, but after all the Epstein files released, I don't believe they're worshiping Nurgle. That's got to be Slanesh.
You mean Celeste? Well, that's another part of it.
well,
And the conspiracy nonsense is, what's the other one?
There's Zinch, and then there's
There's Zinch, Korn, Nurgle, and Slanesh.
Well, I personally think the Emperor is a chaos god that hates all the other ones.
well, the shootings aside, 8 people have died in ICE custody in things not involving guns.
Well, who knows how many they've killed by sending to CCOT.
Yeah. And how many got shipped off to other countries, and I'm sure they're only counting the ones that happened at detention centers inside the U.S.
I mean, no one is... And then I saw Trump was complaining because he doesn't get why people don't like him.
Yeah.
It's like, because you haven't done a single thing you said you would do to your voters. And
Because he's a horrendous monster.
And because even your own voters are afraid that your goons are going to kill them in the streets.
And you've done all the things that people who kept telling your idiot supporters not to vote for you.
So they're doing everything that they falsely accuse the Democrats of wanting to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, New World Order? Well, they just created a New World Order. I thought it was the Democrats who were supposed to create the New World Order, but nope, the Republicans did.
Well, and then Trump even having that off-the-cuff comment that you can't have guns.
That's not the first time either.
If I was in America, I would have bought a gun already.
Trump's unprincipled. Remember, he was not originally a Democrat or not Republican.
Yeah.
Didn't he say if he ever ran for president that he would have to run as a Republican because the Republicans are idiots?
No, he didn't say that. That's been debunked.
Oh, that was drunk.
Okay, I had heard that. I didn't know it had been debunked.
But he was a Democrat.
I know he has said smart people who don't like him.
Oh, he's right about that.
Yeah, that's one thing he's right on.
But at this stage, it's like, is it really that he's that... I don't think it's just that he's that dumb anymore. He is that dumb, but he's also that dumb and cognitively declining.
Yeah.
And malicious.
Yeah, his sociopathy and stupidity is masking the cognitive decline.
Oh, did you hear that the Trump Kennedy Center is going to be closed for about 2 years for renovations?
I think that's because no one wants to go there.
Yeah, that's because performers
And
were
no one
canceling
wants to
left and
perform.
right. Yep. He's got like 3 or 4 celebrities who are willing to perform there for him. That's about it.
I really hope he's not looking at my account for ideas because I don't want to see the Trump Kennedy monster truck menu.
Well, also Congress was severely objecting to him putting his name on it because it
it's-
was named for Kennedy after he was assassinated.
It's a memorial that was done for a reason. It's like, why would you put your name on it?
Go get assassinated. Maybe then we'll give you a memorial.
So I do have something to talk about. So it was the Saturday after he declared himself the king of Israel and the second coming of God. And this nice
mean
little
what?
Jewish lady, August 23rd, 2019, Trump went on the White House lawn and called himself the chosen one and compared himself to the king of Israel and the second coming of God on the same day.
Oh,
And the Saturday after that, this nice little lady at the synagogue said, well, if we'll put him up on a cross, and then after he's dead, we'll stick him in a hole, and if he comes back again, we'll make him our king.
Comes back again in 3 days.
Right.
Had to be 3 days.
I don't know. The way he eats, I could see Trump spending 3 days in a food coma.
Oh, and then 2 years, and then 2 years later, on the anniversary of that, Trump went to some peasant town in Alabama that was founded by a Prussian general who had a failed coup. And Senator or Congressman Mel Brooks, not related to the film producer, announced the second coming of Trump.
Mhm.
So literally he was trolling the religious people and they didn't even realize it.
I sometimes wonder if we're seeing the birth of a new religion with the maggots.
Quite possibly.
Well, yeah,
Oh, the
did people catch the one that Trump has also declared himself president of Venezuela?
He said, I'm running
new
Venezuela. That's not
presidente.
quite the same thing as saying he's president, but honest, I still don't understand why well, Trump explained that perfectly well why he wanted Venezuela.
Oil.
Yeah,
And the oil-
unfortunately, a lot of the U.S. oil companies are a little nervous about going in and rebuilding the infrastructure for some place that they consider to probably be too unstable for it to last long enough for them to get their money back.
Well, he kind of thought the oil companies would be on his side, and they're not.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. The oil companies are looking at how much money they would have to invest and that it would take them several years to get their money back, and realizing that, yeah, the country's probably not going to let us stay there long enough to get our money back.
I think the man isn't capable of thinking things through properly right now. I think he just says, oh yeah, let's do these things. And there have been rumors the entire time that he isn't getting real information.
I can believe that.
Yeah, it's been confirmed with leaks from the White House that because he would get so upset about them giving him information about the economy, that his own aides had been feeding him fake information.
I would have kept giving him the real stuff.
Well, nobody wanted to be in the room with him when he got bad news.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to be in the room with him when he's getting good news.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just seeing him throw a temper tantrum would be fun.
Not if you're the object of it, would be my guess.
Yeah.
Especially if you have, especially if you're not wearing red clothes.
Well, and also just a matter of, if you wanted to still have a job, pretty much everybody who gives him bad news got instantly fired. So, if having an income was important to you, you wouldn't want to do that.
I mean, if you're high enough, you know you're going to get a podcast at least after you're done in the Trump regime. That no one will listen to. But, like, who listens to Katie Miller's podcast? Other than, like, liberals trying to mock it.
Well, I think that the dream of all the Trump aides is to get their name recognized enough that they can become a Fox News commentator.
But most of them already are Fox News commentators or were. That's where he pulled most of his cabinet picks from.
Yeah.
Is someone making something?
Like what?
I don't know. I hear either someone's doing dishes or something like that.
What? Oh, my feet, my chair is very creaky.
Oh, yeah, that could be it.
Like this?
Yeah, that'd
We
be
don't
it.
need to hear more of it.
Hmm?
We don't need to hear more of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
but
just sounded like washing dishes or something.
No, it wasn't me.
I thought it sounded more metallic than dishes, so
Well, I mean, it depends on what types of dishes you have too. So
that's true.
and what types of dishes you're washing. Discord. I really don't need to know that that person's streaming right now.
I usually do that downstairs. I'm now upstairs.
Yeah, I usually wash dishes where I have running water. I find they get cleaner that way.
Yeah, I don't have that upstairs, unless it's raining.
But then you have to open a window.
Yeah, if I do it outside the windows, yeah.
Hey, Journey.
Hello.
So you got new friends now, and we're not good enough for you anymore, huh?
Working.
Oh, he's on a podcast or other stream?
He's working.
No,
He's got his job started.
he got another job.
Good. That's good.
What? I wasn't paying you enough?
Well, 100% raise if it's 0. I hope I don't even have to go into the math of this.
Well, 100%, I would go broke. I could only offer him 15%.
The good news is 0 times 15% is the same thing as 0 times 100%.
Yeah, well, Jenny bankrupt our health plan.
That's okay. I'm now raking in the big money on Clapper since I now have $3
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
Wow.
from tips after 6 months.
How do you even hold anyone's attention? I
On that.
made in the last event. Yeah.
How do I hold any?
Since we're on the
And
subject, I should put
everything's
this much up to you.
promoted. Everything's promoted based on the watch time versus the time of the thing. The last thing that I produced was basically 95% watch time, and it's got like 17 views.
Well, I don't really. I mean, there are things you can work on, but I don't know. It's like on Clapper, it's a short form platform, kind of like TikTok. But the algorithm works on it's like if you stay engaged with people and like comment on their videos, you'll see boost to your videos as well. Also, it's like I generally do short jokes making fun of like the Trump regime.
Yep. Hey, I got a notification from YouTube that we got over 100 hours watch time on our last stream.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's like there's obviously people who are, listening to this after we've finished it.
One of my students have found it.
Hey, how if you do a stream of 100 hours, do you get the same? Like this guy, Fight the Flat Earth. He once did this stream that he wouldn't stop until people let him stop. I don't know how long he did it, but how long that stream was, but.
Well, I will never be able to beat Stool's classic potato stream.
Mm.
But he just did a potato.
He put a still picture of a potato on screen, and it ran for 9 hours. And it was so funny that there were a couple of us who would just, go back and check on it about once an hour, and we were just leaving random messages to each other in the side chat.
Well,
Okay.
And Stool denies this ever happened, by the way. To this day, he denies this ever happened.
And Eminem, or Eminem, this guy that used to be the urban astronaut, he had the mission of Artemis 1 running full time live. And that was long. It was like 5 days or something.
Well, I don't think there's any. The limit is probably both limited to your hardware and YouTube's. One will eventually give.
I know that Ivy came every day there to tell some zany Jones for the people who were watching, or all three.
Hello.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy.
And hi, Theo. So you just getting off work, or are you on your break?
Just got off work. Doing training for the first, for the first week, and then like on the floor training next week, and just finished taking the big test of the week.
So hope that's going well for you.
Yeah, it's
Lost him, but he was driving, so I suppose that the signals probably drops in and out depending on where he goes.
Well, I mean, cell phone signals aren't necessarily the best either, though. So
Yeah, that's what I mean. That he might be losing the signal.
that's
He's back.
I was trying to figure out how to make the screen bigger, and I accidentally dropped.
hitting the wrong button is a thing too.
Yep.
Hello, great
Oh,
to
yeah.
see you.
Yeah, they
I
They
have to get
design 'em
back
like
to you
that.
on the computer stuff.
Okay, thanks, Commander.
they design computers like that intentionally. It's always that there's like 66 wrong buttons and only one right button.
No. Purple, you've got this wrong. The problem isn't that the design's wrong. The problem is you don't use it the way the designer does. See,
Yeah.
It works on their machine. Therefore, it should work on yours.
Yeah, well, I have come to the conclusion that whenever they say electronics are intuitive, it just means that they were too lazy to write an instruction manual.
Yeah, that's always the way.
And if you ever want to look at what happens when you let programmers simplify things, look at Java.
Well, which Java? The Hut?
JAVA, the language. Because I don't know who
Java
wrote
is in the program.
Because I would like to know which mental illness the Java designers suffered from that made them think Java was a simplified version of C.
Well,
Because-
you gotta wonder
Is
when
that
they.
the Indonesian island?
I had just assumed that they had named it after coffee because, that was the only thing they're fueled by.
Yeah, it's probably coffee. It's not like JavaScript where they're just trying to deliberately confuse things. Because Java and JavaScript are not the same language.
Okay, so stop the stupidity. Are you saying that you believe that the computer should be more intuitive at how to use the users?
We need mind-reading computers.
I guess that's the next
Ben.
advancement in AI.
I think
Fine.
I will
His
go
thing
live
is,
on one
Microsoft
island.
is getting its
I think I will go live in an
head
island
handed to it.
in the Pacific or something with no internet and
Oh.
everything. Will
Yep.
that happen?
Well,
I mean, the problem is we're kind of at the limits of what LLMs can do, and they're forcing it into everything without people really asking for it.
yeah.
It's like, Windows does not need to be helpful to me. It just needs to provide me icons so I can find my stuff and run Steam. That's it.
Well, and this is why they had to put Wi-Fi into every appliance made. It's like, no, my refrigerator does not need to have Wi-Fi. I don't need it talking to the computer. It doesn't help anything.
But that is.
I
it has
never
Wi-Fi,
had a
so
refrigerator that did that.
it has Wi-Fi, so the manufacturer can give you a subscription to how cold your freezer can go.
It's
And so that after 3 years, they can disable it and force you to buy a new one.
Oh.
It's a subscription-based refrigerator where you have to pay a monthly fee.
Yeah, we have that. It's called electricity.
Yeah. And that's enough.
No, this is an addition to that.
Yeah.
Because they're crooks.
Well, I don't know. Usually it's just like, oh yeah, let's put this new technology and everything, even if there's a reason to do it. It's like, yeah. It's like, my toaster does not need Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That, they were putting it in everything. And
Maybe. Yeah.
it's like, yeah, my air conditioner does not need Wi-Fi. The new one we bought for Slothgirl, it was impossible to even turn it on without giving it the Wi-Fi connection.
And my robotic vacuum cleaner should have enough storage space on the robotic vacuum cleaner to learn the path through my house. It doesn't need to connect to the internet.
Yep.
I mean,
Well,
there's nothing. Sorry, go ahead,
bought
Ned.
another car. It's a car from 2003, and it's in absolute new condition. And I hope this car can do until the day I die, because I've absolutely refused to buy a car with an internet connection.
Yep. I agree, and I was thinking the same thing about my van, that it needs to outlive me because I don't want to have to buy one that's got all the computer junk in it.
I don't mind having a Bluetooth connection, but
A Bluetooth connection to my car radio, that's okay, but not my car having an internet connection, so it can put everything I
Heavy
have to the
brick.
internet.
Yeah, I don't need the manufacturer to be able to be looking at the idiot lights I'm ignoring because my mechanic told me not to worry about it.
I don't want a car that if the one light goes on the display, that I have to go to a garage and buy and pay him $600 because they just reset the computer.
Right.
listen, what you need is a Carson Industries 2000 Firebird.
What was special about that one?
Pretty sure that was Kit.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the Night Industries 2000.
Night Industries 2000.
no, they would probably only produce Car, the evil version.
See the 1982 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am.
This car of mine has the only electronics, the only computer has it is its motor management, its engine management, and that's all. I don't want to have more.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it connecting to the internet as long as it's just the entertainment systems. It's like the brakes and all that stuff should be air gapped. People don't need to hack my brakes.
I want my brakes to be in contact with the brakes and not with an electronic system that will decide for me when the brakes will. Like, I don't want this fly-by-wire shit.
Yep.
Well, most modern cars do have like some sort of electronics connected to the brakes, but it's
Yeah. I'm not even sold on the ABS braking systems, but it got to be stuck with those for anything after about 2000.
unless they go out like mine did. Speaking of which, I have not been able to find transmission fluid, and I need some. I'm not sure why.
I am being summoned again. Hold on.
Well, what the cat wants is very important. You know this.
I had a 04 Mustang that I effectively disabled the ABS on the front brakes, which kind of disabled the ABS completely. I had I put a device on it called a line lock, and it allows you to lock the front brakes on, so you can do burnouts.
Why would you do burnouts? Tires are expensive.
Well, it helps if you do it on a rainy day.
Still,
It's fun.
yeah. I think it's stupid. Tell me, but that's me. You blow away a piece of your thread on your tire for fun. That is stupid. These things are expensive. Yeah, sorry, but
Shouldn't you be helping like the people in Amsterdam to install ramps for cats to get out of the canals?
at least they don't have tire threads on their boats.
Actually, I thought that was kind of a cool story. Amsterdam spent like something like 10,000 euros so they could put like ramps in their canals. So if cats fell and other wildlife fell into the water, they could like just use the steps to climb out.
I put something like that in my pond.
Cat steps in Amsterdam that cats can swim to get out of the water.
I mean, cats typically don't like going into the water in the first place. So.
Yeah, but there are places that the cats are working can swim to get out of the water. If they work, I don't know. But on one of these ships, I was on the neighbor had a cat on board, and they always had this big piece of rope hanging over the side, a rope as thick as an arm. What is that for? I said, my cat sometimes falls in the water, and then he swims to the rope and he climbs aboard again. And that seems to happen a lot of times. He was so dumb that he fell overboard, but he was so smart that he swam to the piece of rope and climbed up.
On the second day, God created the earths because cats no like get wet. Little LOL cat pipe.
The cat was created before man.
Well, it's the LOL cat Bible, so
And the cat wanted personnel and slaves. Then people were created.
Makes
and,
sense.
and Jesus is called Happy Cat.
Yeah.
Oh, not ceiling cat?
No, Ceiling Cat is God. Jesus is Happy Cat.
I'm collecting all the stupid impressions that my cat has on its face as now and then.
My favorite cat expression is when you catch the cat doing something it doesn't want you. It didn't want you to see, and it just turns around and looks at you like, I meant to do that. It's like you see the cat fall off because the cat was somewhere it shouldn't have been. It's like all of a sudden you turn around, it's like the cat just looks back at you. It's like, I meant to do that, and walks away.
There is a space between the two sheet pillows on the where you lean on my couch, and my cat likes to bury his head between these pillows. So if you see him lying, this is okay. There's a cat, but where is his head? It's completely gone. It's completely between these pillows.
Well, Ned, I heard what you were saying about the rope. And I saw a news item that I forget how much money they said Amsterdam was investing, that they were building a whole bunch of miniature stairways down to the canals.
Yeah.
So that cats that fall into the canals can climb out.
I was referencing that story.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear your part of it. Yeah, this is the kind of investment in infrastructure I would support and I'm willing to pay taxes for.
And it's not just cats.
Yeah, well, I suppose any small animal that could happen to fall in there.
Sadly, it'll probably help dogs too.
And rats.
I like rats.
I have nothing against rats.
I want the Skaven to make it into Warhammer 40k.
And that is?
The Skaven are the fantasy rat race.
Oh, I don't know. I don't play computer games.
Yeah, I've never played Warhammer. I've only seen it set up at conventions on that.
Because it didn't start as a computer game.
The only thing I know of games is of the time when my son still lived with me, and I was just watching a big movie when he was playing his games because I was always watching with him. I'm not a game player.
Well, those gaming streams seem real popular. I really haven't seen the appeal of watching someone else play video games.
Yeah, I've never understood that. It's like, why? What?
These people who watch this gameplay are too lazy to play the game themselves, like me.
It's like, let's watch this playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. It's like, play the game. Do it on a PC so you can use the console cheat codes if you have to. But experience the story the developers wanted to tell.
Well, unfortunately, I have found that, my hands just aren't quick enough on the controls.
See, that's why
I can take out the frustration.
Purple, at least your hands know the way on the controls. I don't even know how they work.
See, that's why I use the console cheat codes. So if you don't think...
But that is for something that is absolutely no function for me because I don't play games.
So if you don't think you can take on the Death Claw with your 10mm pistol in Fallout, you type in TGM for Total God Mode, and you will not die to the Death Claw.
Not all games have that, though.
I don't even know what the Death Claw is. I never seen that game. I watched for the movie to come out or something.
There's a Fallout series on Amazon.
I know.
It's a giant lizard, villain thingy, and that. looks kind of like the Violator, but not kind of like the Violator. That is the ultimate badass of the Wasteland.
I had
And
had the concept to start a channel that I was going to call Incompetent Gamer. That Sloth Girl and her son were going to randomly pick a game, and I was going to have to play it without any instructions.
and the Death Claws are actually genetically mutated Jackson chameleons
Okay.
from a pre-war experiment. I think it was a post-war experiment in the original Fallout, but it's been retconned.
I don't know. We have just watched season 1 of Fallout because I had to get the Commander up to Steam, and now we watch the second season.
Yeah, I mean,
I like it. I like it. It's my kind of nonsense.
the only thing I hate about the Fallout series, other than the fact that they keep doing weird stuff to the established factions, is that the fans need to stop posting spoilers as soon as it drops.
Yeah, that's what I say for every time when something nice happens. The Commander says, "Oh yeah, that is this." I say, I just watched the film. It doesn't interest me if it follows the story or not. I don't care.
No, they've just some things that are stupid story-wise. Like the NCR would not collapse just because they nuked Shady Sands. Then again, maybe they didn't because they haven't seen the latest episode.
You know what I hate in movies and in series? When I see a Harley Davidson on the road with the sound of a Honda 4-cylinder. That are the things I am really aggravated about. When I see a band playing where the musicians absolutely don't know how to hold even the instrument they're playing.
Yeah.
But when it comes to games, I don't need to know the story of the computer game. I just want to see it how it is on the screen.
But I don't know. Fallout kind of has its own history and lore behind it. So, yeah, knowing it helps so you know why some things they're doing in Fallout just don't work.
Well, yeah, no, I can see, if a franchise has established lore, they should be going with it. They shouldn't be just changing things randomly.
So, are you going to?
I know from Fallout, from the first Fallout, or wait, I don't know, that my son blew up Megaton with the atom bomb that was laying there, and he felt so guilty after doing that.
That's the third Fallout.
Whatever. And he felt so guilty that he did that. He never did it again.
Whatever. I mean, it's literally Fallout 3.
I don't know. See, I don't care what it is. Just like to watch it.
Now, admittedly, Fallout 3 is a huge departure from the games that came prior because Interplay had collapsed and Bethesda took over the intellectual property. So
yeah, unfortunately, that's what so many games and animated series that once the original designer is no longer on the team and they keep trying to push it.
Well, a lot of Fallout fans just despise Todd Howard. And a lot of the people who played the games once why did you let Todd Howard be anywhere near this series? But also, I think for the Fallout series, they don't want to commit to a canon ending to Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Because there are 4 possible endings. Everyone basically thinks the NCR ending is canon. Because the NCR, while being imperfect, is still a better choice than Caesar's Legion. And Mr. House. Although Mr. House would probably result in the greatest long-term stability for the region. And the one where you just, put yourself in power and let things remain as they are, essentially, wouldn't stick around long.
But like I said, the only game on the computer I have ever played was a game that you had to shoot cartoon like moorhounds in that came in it's like a whack-a-mole game, but then with a gun and cartoon birds. That's the only thing, and that I did that for a week, and then I thought, well, there must be something else, and I never played the game again.
Yeah, I only play, turn-based strategic games
All
because
right,
I
so
need something that I can sit there and have a bit of time to, ponder over my moves and decide what's the best strategy.
so in Fallout, you have the VAT system in the newer games, which can kind of let you do that. And in the older games, they literally were like turn-based RPGs.
Yeah. I like the way how Radical the Unhallowed Knight played Red Dead Redemption. He just wanted to break the game because he wanted to do nothing what the game wanted him to do.
I haven't watched Regical in a long time because, I used to really enjoy his content, but the last couple of years, I think all he's done is the solve sit things. And
yeah, I know that is really. I saw that a few times, and then I thought,
yeah, that it was
go
funny a
away
few
with this
times, but
rubbish.
yeah, it doesn't stay funny. After
No.
you've seen a couple of them, it's kind of over. So yeah, I wish you would go back to, doing some other kind of stupidity things.
Conspiracy theorists can be hilarious. I mean,
Yep.
Flat Earth, I don't get. It's like, how does that remain a thing?
Well, yeah, until I got into the YouTube community, I did not realize anyone took Flat Earth seriously. I thought it was just a running joke.
I still don't think the Flat Earthers take Flat Earth seriously.
Well, we have a flat Earth model, a working flat Earth model. It's on our table. It's made of steel. It has 3 legs, and we can put a pan on it when it's hot so it doesn't damage the table. See, it is a flat Earth model. It does what it's supposed to do.
Well, if you're worrying about damaging the table, all you need to do
please.
is shine some cold moonlight on it.
Oh, please. I will go downstairs and I will show you.
No one really needs to see the working Flat Earth model.
I believe he's talking about a trivet.
Yeah, we got it, Ned.
Because first off, they can't even agree but some of them will say they have a model, others don't. It's like they need to get their stuff together and come up with a single coherent story.
Yeah, well, and the problem is they have a lot of models that can each explain one thing. But if you try to explain 2 or more things at the same time, they don't have any one model that works.
Plus, the problem is there are just so many things that rely on the Earth being the shape it is.
No.
My favorite.
Am I still here? Yeah, I'm still here.
I was gonna say I still like that one YouTuber who's a navigator.
Oh, wait, I have to set my camera on the
yeah, no one
proper thing because it still says on face rig. The last time I had Ivy with me. Oh, okay.
Let Porpoise talk.
Who was a navigator on the.
Okay. This is the only working flat Earth model that has a function and it works. Look, you put it on the table, and then you take a hot steaming pan or a teapot or a coffee pot on it, and
we got what you meant, Ned.
Yeah, and this is, this, of course, but when we tell that to people, yeah, we have a working Earth model. Oh, show us, and then we show them this, and because it is a joke. Of course it is.
Let Porpoise get back to what she was saying.
It wasn't that important, but it's like a channel called Maritime Whores who works on a Great Lakes freighter as a navigator, and
Yep.
was a navigator for the Coast Guard, did something on the SS Eastland, and he includes in line, it's like, something, or if you're a flat earther. And then people were like, weren't you being mean to flat earthers? And he was like, yes, good. Every navigator I know hates flat earthers and thinks they're idiots.
Yep.
Yeah. Ivy also once made a flat Earth model, but that wouldn't work because in that flat Earth model, in the lower side, you had to put in batteries. But space is fake, so you can never put in the batteries. So let it work.
See, the Discworld has a working flat Earth model that works for the Discworld.
Yeah.
They do have seasons. There are 8 of them. You can see the sun everywhere when the sun's up.
Yeah. Well, the only part of flat Earth that makes any sense is that Australia is on the bottom side of the disc.
And on the Discworld, they don't have compasses, but you can enchant a needle and it'll point towards the hub. Where the magical fields are strongest.
Okay.
You mean enchanting a needle by magnetizing it?
No. A magnet would not work as a compass on a Discworld. It's just pointing to the strongest magic. So essentially, it is a magnet. It's just...
But Ivy made a video explaining how flat Earth would work with satellites and stuff. Like all the satellites, they have this crystalline dome over it, and the satellites just have large suction caps. They're sitting on the inside of this. Yeah, it works.
So occasionally the suction cups lose their suction and fall off.
Yeah, and that is at the end of the life of the satellite. They just lose and they fall in the ocean, and then they burn up.
So
it's completely logic.
wait a minute. So are you saying that this flat Earth model was developed by middle school students throwing wads of wet toilet paper at the ceiling?
Probably.
What was that toy that was spider-like and you threw it against a wall and it would crawl down?
Yeah, I know the ones you mean. The wacky wall walkers.
Probably another 80s toy that would kill us. I'm
Probably.
surprised. I mean, they did bring slap bracelets back. Made of different material now, so they don't
Yeah, they don't actually have metal strips inside them now.
Oh yeah. But
I
flat
mean,
earthers are at least flat earthers that can be funny. It is like these sovereign citizens. No, I lost my interest in it a few months after they started with it, and I don't watch it anymore.
Well, that's
just watching stupid people. What is the fun of that?
At least sovereign citizens have a consistent script usually.
Yeah, it's always the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because their script is consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're all downloading the same script off the internet and think it's going to work. The only part of sovereign sits I find funny anymore is on the rare videos that when they go to court and see them trying to convince a judge of this shit.
So are we going to see the penguin in the NCR power armor? Commander?
He had the penguin's power armor up there a little bit ago.
Yeah, but that was Enclave. That was Enclave power armor.
Oh.
The X01.
Okay, you're my alibi. I was here the whole time.
Huh. They did a Christmas special little cartoon for the Wacky Wall Walkers. Deck the halls with wacky walls.
Yeah, that was another thing in the 80s. Any toy line that was reasonably successful had a Christmas special.
Well, I mean, there were entire cartoons that were nothing but commercials for toys, like He-Man and
Transformers.
the Transformers,
Yeah,
GoBots.
unfortunately, Transformers and GI Joe were the ones who really started that.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe and GoBots came before those.
Hell, the original theme song to Transformers is from the commercial.
Yeah.
And I can't believe we're going to get a He-Man and the Masters of the Universe movie again.
And they're going to be having parts of it on Earth again.
Well, He-Man wasn't in the Masters of the Universe movie in the 80s, but it's like, I saw people complaining that Jared Leto was playing Skeletor, and I'm like, why are you complaining? It can't be worse than the 80s movie.
It's Jared Leto. I could imagine it being worse. But at least it's just his voice.
Is that why people hate him? Because, sorry, Purple.
No, I have saw a rumor that Disney is in talks to do a live-action remake of the Gargoyles series.
Yeah, that might work, but I just don't get the hate for Jared Leto.
I have no idea what the gargoyles are.
Has mostly to do with his Joker.
Gargoyles came out about the time Vampire the Masquerade was really popular, so Disney was looking for something dark and gothic to like appeal to that aesthetic, and Gargoyles was the result. It was actually a surprisingly good show, but in many ways, I think one of the reasons it's successful is because it does not feel like Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, exactly. That's why the third season of it sucked so bad, because by the third season, the head of Disney had died, so they had a new person at the head, and decided they need to make it more child friendly.
Well, there's a whole cast of the Gargoyles.
This is just a modern version of the Monsters.
No,
it's not a comedy.
Yeah, no, this was surprisingly well written.
Okay, but I never had anything with zombies, with vampires and stuff. And like I told before, my friend and I got kicked out of watching the movie The Exorcist because we were constantly laughing.
Nope, I don't think this had any vampires or zombies in it.
Well,
interestingly enough,
I think Ned's thinking because I mentioned Vampire the Masquerade, which is a totally different intellectual property. That vampires were in it, but they were not major characters. I think.
Yeah. I've been rewatching it a little bit, but I haven't run into any vampires yet.
I mean, they may not be there, but it's.
Oh, if I had known that, I probably would have watched it with you.
It was. Sorry, go ahead, Mage.
They're still through. I'm still through the arc where they're going on their journey on the skiff from Avalon.
Yeah, it's tapping into the 90s goth aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it did have an excellent Freakazoid parody. I'll give it that.
I don't remember the Freakazoid thing.
We are lawn gnomes.
When it comes to Zoid and Oid things, you should try to find and watch the film Alienoid.
Well, Freakazoid was a Warner Brothers offering.
Alienoid is a Korean movie, and it is absolutely hilarious. It is absolutely not what you expect from it, but it is absolutely hilarious, and it just has two parts. And we watched it once in one moment. It was really it was a great movie, and I thought Alienoid, geez, what will this be? But it was. It was great because it was totally original.
Also, Gargoyles had a ton of voice actors that were also in the Star Trek The Next Generation cast.
Yeah, it's just about half the cast.
Well, do you know how that happened?
Star Trek The Next Generation ended and people need work.
Yeah, but specifically that they had cast, Jonathan Frakes as being the main villain in Gargoyles. So it was like every time they needed a voice for another character, he was recommending somebody that he had worked with on Star Trek.
Yeah. I know someone.
I remember that.
But Commander, tell them why they should watch Alienoid.
And the other great thing about Gargoyles is without letting them onto it, they were getting kids to watch Shakespeare.
Yes, that's true.
Just because the entire thing is an homage to Macbeth, why would that happen? Speaking of which, remember, Valentine's Day is coming up, and Macbeth is Shakespeare's greatest love story. Because nothing says...
It is?
What purpose fish?
Nothing says, to death do us part, like hastily plotted regicide. No, I was just... For a LARP, I play, it's like my character owns like a traveling theater company. So I've been having like ChatGPT do blurbs, but I had like asked it to describe Macbeth as Shakespeare's greatest love story, which it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's like true love means never having to ask, should we kill the king?
I thought that, basically the answer to that question is always yes.
The only thing I know of Shakespeare comes from certain episodes of Doctor Who.
Well, he's not the most important playwright in your language.
Yeah.
No.
I imagine the most
and
important...
to say that it is like to say that these guys say, oh, Shakespeare is the best ever. That's the same as saying, just name some name, is the best guitar player in the world. There is nothing possible in that way. Everyone writes different.
I didn't say he was the best. I said he was the most...
but there are people. I mean, I'm not saying that you said it, but there are people who say that. And I think, really?
I said he was the most important playwright in the English language. And so far, he is.
Yeah.
For his time.
Well, and also...
Like Jimi Hendrix was a really awesome guitarist who started a completely new stream of electric guitar playing performances. That was Jimi Hendrix, but he was not the best guitarist in the world ever. And Shakespeare was the same. In literature, he started something.
I think you're not quite getting...
No.
Saying he's the most important playwright in the English language because he has the greatest influence is not saying he's the best.
Yeah.
It is the greatest influencer. But it does not make it the greatest writer.
The people who bitch about, the new words we're putting into the language fail to see the fact that Shakespeare invented several new words that, as far as we know, were never used before. There is no written record of a number of words that are in Shakespeare plays.
We invent new words all the time.
Yeah. That's what I mean, that, people bitch about us trying to change the language. And it's like, that's the nature of language. With each generation, it's going to change.
See, my favorite thing are the people that's like, we need more highbrow entertainment like Shakespeare. It's like, Shakespeare was not highbrow entertainment. There are fart jokes in Shakespeare plays.
Yep.
Yet, take thee to a nunnery, which is basically Elizabethan method. Take thee to a whorehouse. Can I cure a mind disease? Take thee to a nunnery. Translation, take thee to a whorehouse.
Yeah, well, and, that's where we get the phrase peanut gallery from, because the people who didn't have money for the good seats would sit there and throw peanuts at the actors on the stage.
Yeah,
he invented over 1,700 words. or phrases.
People who try to write for like the literary snobs probably are not going to write something that's going to be remembered long.
But then, if should you have a time machine, and you
Yes.
go back to the time of Shakespeare, you would only understand every half word that was spoken. Go back to the 15th century, you would probably not even understand them at all anymore. Go
I
back
don't.
to the time of King Arthur, it is all Pictish and that in 800 years,
Anglo-Saxon.
the language totally changes.
Yeah.
So if you can tell me when the time of King Arthur actually was, let me know.
So purple. Porpoise.
Long time ago.
Okay, Journey's trying to ask me a question.
Porpoise. Would you say that Shakespeare was the Quentin Tarantino of his day?
Well, I can't stand Quentin Tarantino, so no. But
Oh, okay.
A lot of
Actually, that's
people, a lot of his contemporaries considered Shakespeare to be a hack.
Yeah.
let's say I consider him more like maybe somewhat older now, like the George Lucas or Steven Spielberg of his day.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Fair enough.
But he survived a long time, and now people are like, oh yeah, let's be literary snobs about Shakespeare. Okay. It's like Shakespeare was not writing for literary snobs, he was writing for... He was
writing for the mass audience.
He needed to pack the globe so he could eat. It's like he was...
Yep.
Fighting for the mess. So what? That makes him like the Michael Bay?
I don't think there are enough explosions in Shakespeare to count as the Michael Bay.
No. Exploding didn't exist back then.
Okay. Well, we've been going close to 3 hours, so I think we should wind it up here. So why don't we start with you, Ned? You have any final thoughts, any upcoming projects you want to plug?
Yeah. You talk about Michael Bay. You know what Michael Bay did? He ended the world supply of explodium because now you don't see explosions like that anymore. And for the rest,
Yeah.
may your life be really nonsensical and funny.
Okay, Commander?
You see,
again, you are-
Explodium was...
Again, Commander, you failed to
What did
promote
you say?
yourself. You failed to promote yourself with the video you put out, so why don't you give that a plug here?
Yeah, I made a video regarding the story of a child who was in the United States. They were in the United States. They were being harassed by the Icemen. It's a short 5-minute video. I'm also going to be producing a video poking fun at Franklin Graham tomorrow. Whether it be out by Friday, I don't know. But I'll try to have it out. Please go and check out that video and give it some love. And the story about Explodium, it was originally discovered in the bumper of American Ford Pintos. True story. Before that, automotive explosions in movies set.
Then they put them in Cybertrucks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The batteries have an extraordinary amount of explodium, and that's one of the reasons why we wound up getting, needing a new supply. And that's actually a slight MacGuffin for something Ned and I and Brainless Steel and Slim will be working on.
Yeah, we will starting a new generation of nonsense. That's why I'm good at, and Ivy is always good at it. And but I cannot promote my channel. I'm not doing anything at the moment.
Well, neither am I. But I understand that there's going to be a new character in the Transformers that transforms into a Cybertruck named Rusty.
From a
Nice.
car that transformed from a dumpster to a Cybertruck.
Okay, Journey, what's the status on your projects?
Okay. Still kind of waiting to hear from One Voice. I know they have they've got a concert coming up in March.
Adjunct.
What was that, Commander?
Nothing.
Okay. But yeah, One Voice has a concert coming up in March. And so I'm
Yeah, you're on
not
hold
sure if
for
I
the next month.
yeah, I mean I might give them another jingle in the meantime to see if there's anybody responds. But yeah, there's and there's a few other people that I'm still waiting on stuff from.
Okay, you're going to be appearing on any other channels?
Not in the foreseeable future.
Okay, Porpoise.
I was muted. I am the Sinister Porpoise. When you think of Sinister Porpoises, think of the Sinister Porpoises. Please practice that, so if you're going to do that, you can get it right. You can follow me on Clapper at Mad Computer Scientist. I just hit 6,000 followers a little bit ago. Trying to get 10,000 by the end of the year over there because...
Sounds like you're going to at the rate you're going.
Well, I'm hoping to get 6.4K by my birthday coming up in... Oh, geez, 6 days now. But I don't know if I'm going to hit that one.
Oh.
I actually have done a couple shorts here on YouTube. They're just stupid math jokes. I'm probably going to start using my old The Sinister Porpoise channel and probably just trying to get back some of the subscribers. It'll probably start being like educational content at first because I know those people are watching. And I am going to sneak lessons in if they're going to watch.
That works.
We'll trick them into learning one way or another.
Actually, Ivy, asking ChatGPT, they suggested you do multiple linear algebra problems or multiple representations where you tokenize each one and basically multiply the different tokenizations by some power of 2, usually a smaller one. Use the letter in the alphabet and multiply, or take the floor of the log of whatever the nearest power of 2 is.
Yeah, but no one will see 11T3 in it, and now it is 11T3. So
yeah.
But if you have a roving display, you can explain, oh, that's like the linear algebra for 11T3.
Yeah.
Like a little animation where the numbers change every so often.
Yeah, no, this is 11T3. This will be the serial number of the new serial number of Ivy's spaceship, 11T3.
But so follow the Sinister Porpoise account. Ideally, I'd like to get followers up to the point where all I have to worry about is either the watch time or the shorts views for monetization. At some point, YouTube takes a while to build up. and
Yep.
be excellent to each other. And by the way, the YouTube channel for the Sinister Porpoise is the Sinister Porpoise.
Yeah.
Be excellent to each other, and so long, and thanks for all the fish.
Mage, do you have anything you want to say before we sign off?
Well, just been working on my stories some more. I'm up to finish chapter 8. We're going to be doing a midnight show tomorrow, or not?
Yep,
Okay,
and
yes.
I'm looking forward to hearing the next part of your story.
Right. So I guess I'll read a little bit of that, and we'll be some anime. Not sure if there's any South Park out or not, but we'll see. Play it by ear. Still kind of on pause with my channel. Got some news that the electrician we had set up didn't work out, and now I have to find a new one.
Oh,
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, you just live too far away. If you were in the same state, I'd drive there for a weekend and I'd fix it up for you.
All right, well, that's about all that's going on right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't really have. Huh?
I was going to say, I've been missing the Sunday night shows.
I really need to get a video out. That's what I need to do.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything going on. Otherwise, we will be back here same time next week. If anybody wants to look ahead, you can go to my channel, and I've got the stream topics set up for the whole month of February here.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So, yeah. Just so you can be more prepared than I'll be.
Oh, yeah.
So, and of course, we need to thank our subscribers. Ah. There we go. Thank all the people who are supporting us on Patreon. Kitty the Atheist, Robert X, Sandy Shore, Greg Hartwick, ReGios, and still an enduring grant from the Lavender Lady. So, appreciate all of you helping out so I can keep paying my internet bill because, yeah, the good deal I had on it stopped, so it got more expensive on me.
Ooh, damn.
I'm actually wondering if I would get away with canceling my internet service and signing up again under my new name, and what they would do if they caught that it's the same social security number but it's a different name.
Are they still getting money?
Well, see, that's the thing, that if I sign up as a new subscriber, I would get it at half price for a year.
Or are they still getting money?
Yeah, but not as much money.
They wouldn't care that much. Or you can just say, hey, I've been a loyal customer and I'm thinking of canceling for a while to get the lower rate.
Yeah.
They'll say, okay, we'll give you the lower rate for so much. I mean, I really hate that internet providers do that. Spectrum is notorious for that. Do you have Spectrum?
Yeah, Spectrum's what we're on here.
Yeah, same
Spectrum
here.
is the only internet service we can get. We don't have a choice.
Well,
It's the only one available on a hard cable line in the city.
for the longest time, it was the only reliable choice we had here, but Joint came in with fiber, and now both Spectrum and Frontier and Joint are all offering fiber options to consumers. Probably all through Joint's lines.
Yeah, well, St. Cloud is one of those cities who only licensed one cable TV provider, so they're now the only one who can provide internet service through that cable.
St. Cloud, I love that city in Darkwing Duck. No, that was St. Canard.
Yeah. So
Because-
anyway, we will catch you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Be yourself.
because being someone else is hard.